Just shy of the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Penix working out of the gun here. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Robinson again.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Set, ready, set.
Thompson Robinson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Ready.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Set, hut.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Okay, ready?
And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready, ready.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move
Here we
on
go.
1st down.
The DTR going to throw it here. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Go set. Hut, hut.
To throw is DTR. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their
Green
patterns
jack.
downfield, they're understanding the coverages,
Ready.
and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 8.
Down.
And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Here we go. Here we go. Rail. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Thompson Robinson now. Gets this over the middle to Tillman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready.
So
Ready.
the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut.
Throwing. Thompson Robinson.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Hopkins' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And looking to throw, Penix. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To the air, Penix. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tanner Muse with it.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Set, ready, set.
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Ready.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
52 blaster. Set, hut.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
This is Ford. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19 Lion, 18 Pioneer. Check go.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Okay,
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's Penix.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Hawk 7, let's go now. Ready?
On 3rd down, Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way.
Come on,
you know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Set. Ready.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Drill green. Down.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready? Go.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerome Ford.
His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here we go. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They will start this drive with Ford. They find some open field here.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set, go.
They run with Ford. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go. Set.
Thompson Robinson now to throw.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
So the completion good for 7 there. That is 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Set up.
Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
Throwing right, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Alert! Alert!
They'll run with Robinson.
And running with power here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And he's going to get into the end zone for two. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they'll opt not to return this. But since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Set, hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fury, yellow. Hut, go.
Thompson Robinson. That is caught.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
Now he's free to midfield.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here.
That's complete to Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Here's 1st down. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check go.
And looking to throw, Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Ready?
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So Cleveland